It's prime real estate for what's happening over here, and what better to do than say, you're violating code, so we're gonna kick you out.
Artists in Baltimore evicted from a live-work warehouse over fire safety concerns, and they're not alone. Similar evictions have come in cities around the country. All, of course, in the wake of Oakland's Ghost Ship fire. Now, that tragedy has put an intense focus on the countless number of Oakland warehouse spaces converted into residences and also businesses.
Yes, KPIX 5's Wilson Walker shows us a lot of people are angry, a lot of people are scared, and solutions won't come easy.
This morning, a terrible tragedy took place.
It came almost as quickly as the shock and the grief.
He was my brother, my baby brother. You mean the world to me.
This was the worst fire in Oakland's history.
The loss of life has been just devastating.
But even a catastrophe this large cannot escape the gravity of the Bay Area housing crisis.
I worry about the artist community and how it's going to be destroyed.
This situation is going to bring a huge backlash.
By midweek, that backlash was sparking shouting matches.
Y'all are on the witch hunt, okay? We're still grieving our friends. Our friends aren't even in the ground yet.
All of it driven by two competing concerns, safety and displacement.
I mean, this is really an economic issue.
In that respect, this story started years ago.
At just 300 acres of old warehouses and vacant lots.
As San Francisco's industrial land became more expensive or even expendable in the face of more lucrative development, artists went streaming over the bridge in search of affordable space. And that migration has changed the face of Oakland. And so now that is part of Oakland's charm. All across the town, you can find any number of unconventional spaces. But the people who live in these spaces want you to know one thing and one thing first. The Ghost Ship was an exception.
Ghost Ship was definitely an exception. Lots of surface area that could be just torched, and a lot of people knew that it was a very unsafe venue.
If you compare it to living in a home, the Ghost Ship was like a hoarding nightmare.
So while it was, by all evidence, an unsafe home for the 15 to 20 people who lived there, only one of the fire's 36 victims was a Ghost Ship resident.
The venue space is really the issue.
But if we are going to talk housing, and in particular converted warehouse spaces, it's important to remember that most of them do not double as venues, and most of them wouldn't strike you as unsafe.
We did it all to code. We know it's safe. I feel safe.
Angela Scrivani has spent most of her life in Oakland and the past 8 years inside this converted warehouse. She got an eviction notice the Monday after the fire.
I believe that the big reaction is landlords who have already been interested in getting people out of their spaces, knowing full well they've been in there for years.
Everybody's terrified of being kicked out of their space.
A man we'll call James didn't want to reveal his face or his home, but he's been building and living in converted warehouse spaces for years.
Definitely built our space with safety in mind. We had sprinkler system, we had multiple fire extinguishers and fire alarms. It was pretty much up to code, 99% up to code, I would have to say.
So what Oakland really has is a wide spectrum of converted spaces where being illegal doesn't necessarily mean unsafe. But getting a certificate of occupancy for an old warehouse building is no small task.
Converted it to studios in the mid-'80s.
When Ted and Steve Peterson rebuilt the Boise, every detail was aimed at safety.
This was a voluntary change that we made.
And not just the mix of original and more functional windows.
We felt strongly that we wanted to have fire safety issues like sprinklers put into the building, even though that was voluntary at the time.
Obviously, these upgrades don't come cheap, and they're almost certainly beyond the reach of artists who landed in these spaces precisely because they were affordable.
It's a very expensive, arduous process to change your zoning, to just live work.
So what a lot of people are asking for is a new way forward, a way to ensure safety while preventing widespread displacement.
Oakland could definitely use some revisions in its zoning laws to allow for more of these spaces to come legit.
Work with the people who are in these spaces, let them make what they want, and have the city approve it as safe.
but you're insulting the dead by saying that they were living a lifestyle of lawlessness.
Until the city rolls out a formal plan, emotions will run high and a lot of people will simply lay low.
This crackdown is not about the fire, it's about kicking people out of their spaces.
And that's one last point to make here. For a pretty decentralized underground community, there is nearly universal skepticism, a deep distrust for developers, the media, city leaders, and pretty much the establishment at large.
And they're calling you snitches and saying this is a witch house.
And that means finding solutions will require some creative thinking, a lot of cooperation, and probably some unlikely alliances.
But a lot of people who are born and raised in Oakland, they don't want to leave. These older buildings have opportunity to offer.
I think there's a huge opportunity in this to keep the culture of Oakland and to set a precedence for dealing with these spaces in the future.
Option 1, displace like half the city. Option 2, work with what you have, find a solution.
In Oakland, Wilson Walker, KPIX 5.